In this video, I'm going to go over my top NFT picks for the next mints that I'm going to do. So I'm in quite a lot of Discords, and in the description is my own personal Discord, where I post things like my TA, just all the alpha that I can give you guys earlier. What's beautiful is I've posted 3, and so far they've all done well. CGG was trading as support and it's doing super well. GRT has blew past that, did like a 20% pump. Occam is still doing well as well. It pumped as well. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. You can see though that there is plenty of just talk on NFTs and whatnot. But I want to go over my top NFT picks. And being in a lot of NFT groups, I've left a bunch, joined a bunch, and I think right now one has to be very cautious because even minting, in my opinion, at this point has a low risk to reward unless you're picking some very solid projects. So for example, something like, My Bad Grandma, which is an IMX, Immutable X mint, I may mint it, but I'm very well aware that there's a chance for me to lose all my money, right? And so I only want to do so much of these where I know that I can lose all my money. And, people say like, oh, you should mint 3. Well, for something like this, you should not be minting 3. You should be minting 1 or maybe 2, because if you're whitelisted, I don't know. But just be aware that sometimes just because you're whitelisted doesn't mean you need to participate. I've lost money that way. So the first one I want to introduce is Stringify. There's 2,000 spots left. This is a very complicated game, and you just have to basically wait for this door to open up, and then you have to know the password, and you basically have to figure out the password. And once you enter this, so it opens up for like, let's say 30 seconds, but it opens up every few hours or many hours, and it gives you like 30 seconds to type something, and that has to be the right key. Once you do that, you then are something pops up and you go from there. I can't give away the information just because I don't know if Stringify doesn't like that or not, but it's out there. And I personally think that this is a really good NFT project, and it's totally worth trying for, right? There's nothing to lose. It's 82,000 people are outside, 4,000 inside. The difficulty level is quite hard right now, sadly. But something like this, it's going to be a good mint in my opinion. But we don't even know what this is going to be about. So who knows? It could be a bad pick, but from my point of view, it's a great one. The next one is Immutable Apes X. Immutable Apes X is a it's very complicated. Like, it's the first that I've ever seen where you have to prove yourself first, and you basically just talk away, and then you get access to the cage, and it just goes from there. And then there's a whole bunch of things that you got to do. And right now I'm at the jungle, which is where we're at. So I really like this just because the art is actually fairly decent from what I've seen. And I just love the process of having to actually go through a bunch of stuff. And from what I've seen, the community is actually fairly cool. Obviously, everybody's different, right? Like, you're always going to meet a whole bunch of different people. But from what I've seen, I really like it. I can't find the actual image. It might be in the artistic arts. But yeah, I don't remember where it is. Anyway, this is another one that's really good, Immutable Apes X. I'll make sure I link a Discord link in the YouTube description. Just know that, I believe for Stringify and Immutable Apes X, there's no benefit on my end to invite you. There's no whitelist thing. I'm not trying to show you some links. These are my top projects that I really believe in. I'm already inside. I'm already, for Stringify, I'm already pretty much whitelisted. And then Immutable Apes X, I have no idea what's going on with that, so I'm not sure. Something like the Painter, right? For me, something like this is a risky type of mint. Yeah, they did a really good job with how they kind of like carried this through. There's one more that I can show that's very similar where it's very secretive, right? This one's called the Secret Project. They're not showing the mint until after you mint. So you have no idea what you're minting basically, and I don't necessarily like that because it gives the leeway for someone to rug. But just be aware of that. So the next one that I really like is Vortex. I will be minting this one because I really like the images. Like, to me, these are really, really, really cool, and this is something that I would like to own just from an image standpoint. So I personally really like Vortex. There's only 5K people in it, so I really don't know how good this will be, but I'm gonna take a risk and mint it. I do like it just because of what I'm seeing. I missed this one. Goblin Laboratory is the fourth one, where I really think that it's really unique in how they're basically allowing you to move the NFT pieces together, and you have the ability to make your own NFT, and the art is really good. So you can see here, you can just like move this stuff together, and you basically create your own NFT. Really cool concept, really deep design going on here. Definitely gonna try to mint that. Trying to see what else we got here. Other than that, I think those four are like really top mints that I plan to do. There's a few others actually that I'll show. Why not? But they're more like super ecosystem based. So like Monsterra, if I can find it. Oh yeah. Squareka is actually minting today. I really like this one just because it's more like a art blocks type of look, and it's just really unique, I think. And I really think that this will be a decent mint. So I do plan to mint this one as well. This is like a top 5 now. Here we go. The sixth one is Monsterra. This one's going to be on Terra Luna, obviously. So you're going to have to mint it on Terra. What am I looking for? Okay. So this is the art. The art is rather, in my opinion, unique. And I personally just want to mint it just because it's like, I haven't seen art like this. And I really like Terra Luna as an ecosystem. I just haven't found a good NFT to mint on Terra. I think there's only like 4,000 of these, so please don't front run me because I really want one. And they're doing a whitelist as well. But I'll go ahead, and if I remember all 6 of these, I'll link them all. I'll do my best to. If not, just comment and I'll do so. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, guys. I share all my best alpha and all the IDO research that I'm doing and whatnot. The channel is focused on IDOs, but I do also share other stuff as well because I think it's relevant. And I actually think that NFTs are kind of in a bear market. So it's starting to be the time where it makes sense to maybe start accumulating some NFTs. Only pick the blue chips though. From my experience, I might do a video on like what I've learned from minting NFTs and from trading NFTs and losing like $10,000 on NFTs. But yeah, so these 6 right here, I think you have a really high risk versus reward ratio. Let me know if you guys like the NFT video, and it'll just give me an idea if I should make more. Thanks, guys.